Alright guys, in this video I'm going to go over one of the easiest Sicilians to play against, but gotta know, you gotta understand. Alright, so we're going to go against the closed. So knight c3, knight c6. So closed is defined by they cannot go d4. So for example, if they go knight f3 and you go g6, it is not a closed because they can go d4. So moves like f4, moves like g3, these are all closed Sicilian type positions. So phase number one, that's really important, is you need to control the d4 square. So you're going to go g6, g6, bishop g2, and bishop g7 to control the d4 square. So that is phase number one. Now phase number two, let me add God real quick so you can see. Already here it should give black a slight advantage. Minus 0.1, minus 0.2. Like I said, somewhere around there. And what we do secondly is we go e6 and then eventually d5. So e6, castle, knight e7, f4. And now what I like to do always first is castle, and we're going to go for d5. And just remember, if you're ever in trouble, knight d4 is always a good move, okay? Like start going queen e1 and all this kind of stuff, look for your knight d4. Okay, knight b4 is slightly better, but like I said, knight d4 is literally always a good move. So now let's get into the more testy variations. So f4, we can still go g6 because we control the d4 square. Let's say knight f3, bishop g7, bishop c4, e6, castle, knight e7, and here f5. So f5 is a pretty, I would say, like popular pawn sack variation where white tries to get something going. So there's a couple ways to play here. What I like to do the most is e takes, and then d5. And here you just have a huge center. I mean, you're -1, so how bad could that be? And I would say okay, actually, if you're really brave, you take here, and you go into the fire. But you can just go bishop takes e6. And if they just go back, you're probably just going to go knight takes and just be up a pawn. So just remember, if they go for the f5 pawn sack, you go g takes, e takes, and d5, and then you're good to go. Now, some other variations that are, I would say, a little bit more testy. Let's look at g3. So g3, g6, bishop g7. So d3, e6, and now bishop e3. So this is another common one. Once again, the move I like the best is the consistent idea. If we're ever in trouble, we go knight d4. Here I go knight d4. Now, if he tries to go for some queen d2, we can castle it because bishop h6 is not a threat. Because there's all kinds of ideas with take and knight takes c2 where you're up the house. So, yeah, so that's the idea against the closed Sicilian. First things first, can I control d4? Second things first, phase two is e6, d5. And then if you're ever in trouble, look for knight d4. It's really simple. It's like deceivingly simple. Like you would think it'd be more complicated to play against the closed. But the biggest parts about playing against the closed are knowing it's the closed Sicilian. Control the d4 square, then knight d4 and e6, d5, and you're good to go. So make sure you know what you're doing. I've had a lot of confusion. Is it a Rossolimo? Is it a Bowdler? People get confused with that all the time. But besides for that, definitely like this video. Check out my other videos on the Sicilian. You can find them on my YouTube channel. Apart from that, hope you guys are entertained. I'll see you guys later. Peace.